Heading grade sides enjoying themselves on that big white truck. Are we in picture? With that white truck? There we have the boys jumping up and down. Some of them box heads by name, box heads by nature. Got them there. Referees on the field. Won't be long. Wes out there, and we'll be ready for today's clash. Bit of bad news for the patrons today. The Dilby Express hasn't made it in. He hasn't made the journey. Capable stand-in. Tommy Shannon will get his thoughts on the game.
The Panthers running onto the field. Captain Peter Hamilton leading them out. Jacobson, Wesley Tiger. Should be a great game as always when these two teams clash. Always about an even money affair. Let's hope the brethren can bring it home today.
So here we are, all's in readiness for today's clash. Conditions at Salt Oval magnificent. Oh, we got the national anthem. We might as well fucking wait a minute now. There's going to be a minute for the national anthem, Roy. You might as well stop.
Alexander blows time on. Michael Rowe with the kick-off. Down to the ever-reliable Dean Temple. Back to Jim Beam Tiger. He hits it up. It's a good solid run. He's put down by Lee Lloyd Jones. Away goes to Temple, to Bailey, to Hamilton. He's well taken and a good low tackle from Jason Went out there. Ball's played to Warren. Away to Jacobson. He clashes with Hamilton. Oh, we'll be keeping an eye on those two today. Cut out ball to Benny Warren. He's taken again by Lee Lloyd Jones. Craig Cummins in there as well. Hesse at dummy half. To Temple. There's a kick. We'll be seeing a lot of that today from Dean Temple. Down to Sticky. He takes it well. He's grounded down. A good tackle by Hess. Zani up the blind side. Away he goes. It's a great run. Cross comes Temple, and Temple takes him in good cover. Hamilton at dummy half. Away to his twin Andrew. Andrew hits it up. Makes good yardage too. He's tackled there by Hess and the centre for West, Matt.
Yes, a good tackle there. Thank you, Thomas. Lee Lloyd Jones, nice and straight. Oh, taking a little bit high, a little bit of rabbit punch. We won't worry about that. Plays the ball to Zahn, the younger Zahn, to Ray, to Thorne, to Went. First touch the ball. Oh, we had a little bit of a bow peep. Tackled nice and high. Reverend Alexander lets it one go. Went to play the ball on 5 to Zahn. Ray should go up high, as it does. Plenty of pressure there. No one seems to want it. And well tackled by the stick. Jacobson underneath it quite well. Yes, I didn't talk to the players before the game today, but I wonder if Fraser McDonald had his wages on. Actually, Fraser's not even out there, so he must have the wage on today. Tony Groom replacing Fraser and a late change there, Thomas.
Well, I don't think Brothers will lose anything with Tony Groom out there. He's 31 years of age, a very experienced veteran, and he'll be very safe. Way to Temple, I'd say the boot will go under this one as well. Speaking of veterans, there's another one in Paddy Pope. Safe as always. Brings it back. Oh, Peter Hamilton went a bit high there. He's put to ground by Warren eventually. Monkey Ray at dummy half. Away to Groom. He runs around Big Les Tiger. Away he goes. Tiger's after him. Gets to Fleming. His ankle tapped, unfortunately. A good start by Brothers. Way to Ian Zahn. Andrew Hamilton. He goes straight up the middle. A great run from the big fella. Ian Zahn at dummy half. Here's Michael Pope up the blind. Goes to Ray. To Pup Thorne. Picks up Grogan on the inside. He's well held there by Jacobson. Alexander's spotted a forward pass. There'll be a scrum to go down here. Western Suburbs feed. Matt, your thoughts on the first couple of minutes?
Yeah, well, that ankle tap by Tiger, almost a try saver, but I think he may have hurt the shoulder there. We'll have to watch that closely. Temple receives a feed to Bailey. Well tackled by Ray and Thorne. Oh, and Mike Pope playing like a man possessed in over the top. Fleming to dummy half. One of the stars of their group win. Pass the ball to Sajako. Sajako up, met well by Lloyd Jones and the brothers forward. Sajako plays the ball to Hess. Hess, shocking pass to Temple, but back to untouched by Brothers. That's why it was a bad pass. Temple tackled by Hamilton and Leroy Jones. Here we have Wood carting the ball up, round the legs, young Zahn. Plenty of brothers forwards there in the middle, and the tight exchanges early. Temple, Bailey. Bailey runs, looks, finds Hamilton. Zahn put it on him, and he's thrown a bad pass there. Picked up by young Hess on 3 on the line. Warren in the dummy half. Peter Hamilton, I tell you, hit this one up. He'll try and hit it up and stick, throwing the biggest arm he can possibly throw, and against Big Brother there.
Of course, Peter's been very vocal about Stephen, saying he never had any ticker and all that sort of thing. And Sticky obviously keen to show Peter that he has got a bit of ticker, and he wrapped him up in a good tackle. Knocked on by Wes. Brothers defeat the scrum. 4 minutes gone here at Solar Oval. No points on the board. Ray feeds. And it's a tight head to Wes. Goes away to Ernie Fleming. Ernie Fleming up the middle. He's tackled well by Pup Thorne and Craig Cummins breaking from the scrum. Alexander waves him back. Away it goes now to Matty Wood. He spilt the ball. A vital error there from Wes on the second tackle. And this will give Brothers another chance. Roughly the same spot as where that error occurred. In West Territory, they should be able to apply some pressure here.
That you'll be there, Roy.
This time it's a Brothers win. Goes away to Pup Thorne. He's wrapped up by Jacobson and also Seiko there. Mike Pope up the middle. He's wrapped up in some solid defence from Warren and Jacobson again. Lee Lloyd straight up the middle. Good yardage. Missed by Peter Hamilton there. Zahn at dummy half. Away to Ray. Ray scheming. Has a run himself. He's wrapped up by Jaco and Warren.
Yes, Michael heard the North Sydney Scouts here today. Brother Tony come to watch his performance. Good pass to went straight through. He's over. He's a try. Good one, brothers. Blue Beauty! Yeah, I was just about to say, Michael Ray playing a big game. He was a North Sydney Talent Scouts here. John Ray and Tony Ray, and his put went through for the first try. Brothers 4, West 0. I just checked me doubles now. We'll pass over to Tommy for some expert comment on that try. Well rehearsed move, I thought, Tom.
Yeah, see the ball going out there. If we freeze it right there, we see Andrew Hamilton in his familiar position out wide. He created the space, put went through. Looked as though he may have been held up close to the line there, but he was able to roll over, get the ball down, and most important, Brothers' first points. I think they've probably certainly held a territorial advantage. I can't recall Western Suburbs being down in the Brothers' territory so far.
What number was that, 3 or 4?
3.
Going for the ritual here of my 50 doubles. Ritual here first. Oh, I've got to pull the 4 first up.
Starting with the 20 centres.
Hold up with the 3. Now in the 50 centres. We're alive in the 50 centres.
Here's Monkey Ray, a noted pressure goal kicker, favouring the old-fashioned style of having the ball standing straight up and down. Here he comes. Flags are up. Breen and McPhail put the flags up, so Brothers away to a 6 points to 0 lead. Mike's Jaco wearing number 3, Matt. What do you think of that? Is he playing in the centres, or is that a...
I don't think so. I don't think he's out there. I don't know. Where's Peterson? Is he out there or not?
No, I don't think Eric the Viking is out there at this stage. I think he must be on the bench. Here it goes to Craig Cummins. He goes straight and hard. Runs into busy Leslie Tiger, who tries to shoulder charge him to no avail, and he makes a further 10. Here comes Mike Pope. Zani throws a dummy. He's put on the turf by Warren Hess. Paddy Pope, the dummy half, to Andrew Hamilton. He started very well, the big fella.
Well, he's on that big winner, plus that new job. He's starting a new job next week. Oh, penalty, Brothers. Good decision, Mr. Alexander. Good decision, sir. They've been doing it all day, as far as I can see. Been doing it all day, sir!
This is working now.
Yeah.
So Brothers with a chance to apply further pressure. Mike Ray for touch. Ian Zahn up on the mark is Mick Pope. Straight and hard as usual. He's wrapped up by Jaco. And also underneath there is Matty Wood. The crisscross play away to Justin Grogan. Was off kickboxing yesterday at Crystal's place, playing footy today. Very versatile sportsman. Hamilton wide again. Takes them on. Gives it away to Steve. He comes inside. Very nearly bundled into touch there. Paddy Pope to dummy half. Good pressure from Brothers. Away to the scheming Ray. Thorne. Ray again. Tries to go through between Les Tiger and Mike Bailey, but he's been wrapped up there. They're about 8 metres out. Cummins. Away to Paddy Pope. Inside ball to his brother Michael. Another ball to Ian Zahn. Good football from Brothers. Now on the last. Mike Pope at dummy half. Away to Monkey Ray. The grubber kick. He's off in chase. Has he been taken out? Scotty Thorne very nearly got a hand of that. Could so easily have been 10 points to 0.
Yes, Michael Ray scheming at his very best there. Very nice kick in behind the line. Thorne, well, half a bee's crasher away from touching that one. All right, Temple should get a bit, not much length with this drop kick. He's a good kicker of the ball. Down she comes. Now have a look at that. That is 52 metres, and that's a good kick. That breeze must be, which way is that breeze?
It's more or less across
It's across the field. Groom with the ball, comes back, well tackled by Bailey. Zahn dummy after Cummins, coming straight up the centre. That's where Brothers have got to go today. Well tackled low by Nixon and Wood. Plays to Zahn, to Grogan. Must run straight at Grogan. A little bit crossfield at the moment. Gets halfway through a gap. Zahn in the dummy half. Here goes big Wally Hamilton now. Crossed the field. He'll look for a pass here. Went down low. Made him had to work hard. Got it to the stick. Go stick, go! Oh, he's thrown it back inside to nobody. Picked up by Patrick Pope. And tackle there on 4. 2 tackles there. Brothers, another try here would be very good from Mike Pope. Just take it up, settle her up. Now look for Michael Ray. Oh, he's got the ball away. Very nearly. Now Paddy Pope is coming out. Look for Wally Hamlin calling the shots here. Paddy Pope goes himself and he's over. No, held up. 5th and last, which is a change over to West on the 5th tackle there. Very unlucky there. Probably should have gave the ball then. Hess plays the ball to Sajako. Sajako out. Tackled by Hamilton Andrew, the Andrew variety. No, I think he's playing. Who is in the centres today? We'll have to watch that next scrum feed. I knew that was. I wasn't watching them, but he's tackled out there by Cummins. Who was it? Wood, tackled by Cummins. Has to dummy up. Nixon carts the ball up. Up he comes, met by Young Zahn. Grogan comes in for the second chop. Cummins right down around the bootlaces. Hess in the dummy half. Oh, it could be a penalty here. No, the referee didn't blow it. Peter Hamilton with the ball in the centre. Well, I think West supporters like to see him a bit wider today, but he's got that away anyway. It's gone out to Sajako, who was in the centres then. He's got the ball to Blair, but there shouldn't be any room out there for him. Well tackled by Groom. Sajako to dummy half. Hess has knocked that on and hasn't picked it up. Wentz got the ball and goes forward. Zahn into dummy half. Zahn passes it to Pope. Pope straight up the centre and hits and turns well, met by Nixon. Blair's come right off his winger. They go back the other way. Michael Ray's seen it. And here they go with Hamilton. Now one more pass here. No, they covered up well there. Groom tackled with the ball. Sajako, we're just not sure where he's playing at the moment. He's all over the field. Cummins to dummy half, to Ray, to Thorne. Lloyd Jones on the fly. Very hard to stop there. He says, Les, meet me in the pie shop queue outside Crystals if you like. But no, he knocks him over anyway. Zahn to Hamilton. Hamilton scheming. Gets the hands free. Where's the runner? Monkey Ray, and he'll give a little pass here. Pope, go straight. Just go straight, Michael, and holds the ball. We got 5th and last again. West sustaining some pressure here. Brothers need to convert it to points. Pass it to Ray. Ray, the long ball to Hamilton. Kicks the stick. Tackle him in goal. Make the tackle stick. Make the tackle. Oh, no, well done by Hess there to get out of his own territory.
Reminiscent of the group final, the way this game started, Brothers, with all the early pressure. They must convert the points today, however. All right, Mike Pope. Benny Warren plays it away to Sajako, taken by Stanley Cummins. Grogan comes in as a second man with Lee Lloyd Jones, and they managed to drive him back 2 or 3 metres. Warren Hess to Jacobson. Where's Hamilton? He's not there.
I didn't even make an effort to get in there.
No. Here it goes from Warren Hess to Dean Temple. He's running it this time. Long ball to Peter Hamilton. He's in some space. Here comes Ray in cover, and a good low tackle from Michael Ray, one of the most reliable
North Sydney
defenders. There's a boot from Temple down to Paddy Pope. Not one of Dean's better efforts. Paddy brings it back. Nixon up there. Good effort from the prop forward to be up there.
Who's in the forwards jersey?
Groom to dummy half. He gets it away to Grogan. Makes a few metres. Sajako, he's been everywhere.
He's playing in the centre.
He's played a very big start. Here's Damien Zahn. He's taken in a good front-on tackle there.
Sajako's playing in the centres, definitely.
Ian Zahn pinches a few metres from dummy half. Good run. One of the most improved footballers in the Brothers Club this year. Made a very good start here. His brother Damien at dummy half. 21 next week. Away to Ray, the veteran. Picks up Jason Went. He's fumbled it. It's taken by Hamilton.
He was through too.
Ray again around the bootlaces. A good tackle.
Welcome to the cricket pitch,
Now Western Brothers territory for the first time. Leslie Tiger. Always looks a bit tired, Les, but he keeps going.
He's been a big improver this year in Bundaberg football, Les Tiger. He's really held his own and will be most probably one of the players for the next couple of years. Possibly more suited to the second row. I just don't think he's big enough for the front row, but he certainly does his work. Temple to Bailey. Bailey looking for the inside pass. Ernie's offside there. Well tackled by Andrew Hamilton and Cummins over the top. Peter Hamilton dummy half. He'll try and put something much better to blind himself here. No. Gives it to Temple. Look for the chip. Don't miss him. Don't miss him. He's given room to run. He couldn't get the pass away. That's good defence. One tackle to go. Groom. Nixon's there at dummy half. Nixon goes himself to Sajako. Sajako, and great defence. And the only bad thing about that is I've got Sajako in the double. That's cost me $100, that tackle.
Great effort from Mike Pope to get there. The big fellow of the front row playing his last game today. Ian Zahn pinches too.
Is that confirmed last game?
Well, surely. Here he is, hitting it up again. He's been a tireless worker this year. Way to brother Pat. Pat takes it forward.
Possibly double retirement of the Pope brothers here today.
Well, yes. Paddy Pope, of course, a late season signing. Played very well since he's returned from the United States. Here's Andrew Hamilton.
Was after a gridiron contract, but Hamilton goes through, gets over the advantage line. The stick to dummy. I'll have a run stick. I think this is time for a little dart. Here he goes. Now go through. Through you go, stick. Through you go. Give the ball. No, can't give it. Well, that's a good 10 yards. Zahn the dummy half. Looks for Ray. Ray will kick this deep. Down she goes. Actually, I think the wind definitely, it's coming this way, isn't it? The wind with west in this first half, I think. It's coming from, what would that be? I'm not a good geography, but that'd be a northeaster. I think the southwest is when it
West's a bit disorganised. You could throw a tea towel over them at the moment. Shocking. They've all got their hands on their hips.
Too. Warren.
Warren's down. Here's Fleming from fullback. He's taken by Ian Zahn and Craig Cummings. Hess at dummy half. Away to Nixon. Nixon goes forward. Pup Thorne gets brushed off, but Grogan's there to effect a tackle. Thorne comes again. There's a bit of niggle in the tackle. Ball's played now. Hess, Temple. They're wide, West, wide and deep. There goes Bailey away to the second row. Warren Hamilton on the inside. And his brother Andrew underneath him. And Lloyd Jones over the top to finish him. Alexander with his usual Big Ten. Last tackle. Way to Jimmy Beam Tiger.
He's going to kick himself.
And he's kicked it down.
Uncustomary roll for Les there. Uncustomary roll. Les put the kick through straight to Paddy Pope, who's well tackled by, it was a scrappy tackle, but it was effective. Groom from dummy half. Finds a bit of yard now. He's very quick if he gets a bit of room. Won't find much in there. Hess and Tiger hold him up. Zahn dummy half. Here's Grogan. We're going forward again now, the brethren.
The pass looked a bit flat there, but he got away with it.
Making his yardage today, isn't he? Another West bloke down. I don't think Wood's 100%. I think he's been hurt early in the early exchanges. Big Wallingham, look for the ball. No, couldn't get away. Nice tackle by Warren. Another promising young player in Bundaberg. Ray to dummy half. Finds Pope. Just hit it up, Michael. Get your yardage. Nothing fancy. And yeah, I think that's all he needs to do. Now brothers need to, I think they should shift it to the far side. They're going to put the kick up. Play the safety first. Now Sticky will put a lot of pressure on him if he gets there. No, kicks are slightly too deep. Stick, he must have been called out, I think. Yeah, and he did a silly thing there. Referee Alexander called him out. You see him stop, and then he ran 2 metres and put his hand on. You must retreat the whole 10 metres. Temple puts the ball out. No problem there at all.
Huge spiralling punt. That's just about gone into the stand. Hess on the mark to Tiger. He goes forward at a leisurely pace. Big Les, he looks a bit tired.
Well, rumour was they were up all night playing Uno last night. I've heard that from inside the West Camp. Colin Prince, he did want to win the game himself, but word has it that they wouldn't let him, and the boys were up playing Uno all last night. Must be a bit tired.
There's Jacobson again. Still no sign of Hamilton. Away to Temple. He's dangerous. He runs the ball himself. West's about 5 metres into Brothers territory. Hess back to the blind side to Fleming. He goes forward. He's taking a nice low tackle from Jason Went. Way to Hess to Temple. Here's the kick again. Here's pressure for Paddy Pope. I think he should cover this one comfortably. Well taken in the swirling breeze. Nearly an obstruction there by Steve Hamilton.
Here's a go. No, there was room down that side of the field, but Sticky did the job for him there for a minute. Alexander gets him back a good 10. Damien Zahn's hitting it up well. I think brother supporters would like to see him out a bit wider today. Well tackled by Heston Sajako, who seems to be playing all over the paddock. Mike Pope, up he goes. Nixon goes to... Oh, good ball to Grogan. Go, Grogan, go! He's having a better game today, Grogan. Patrons who saw him last week most probably thought, well, this bloke didn't have a real good game, but he certainly had a good game today. Grooming the dummy half. He must have a dart himself down that side. There's room there. Wally's called him on the wrap, and there's definitely room there. Oh, Jacobson seems to be playing out wide today. Maybe Jacobson's playing in the centres in defence, or on the wing even. Michael Ray finds a hole up the centre. He's dropped it.
More likely, I'd say he knows that Andrew Hamilton likes to play wide for the brethren, and I'd say that's probably why he's parking himself out there.
Yeah, so word is that he wants to be on his case. They said that that's one of the key matchups of the day, and he's certainly been there when he's ran down there this afternoon so far.
Jacobson will be up certainly about 5 or 6 divisions there. He'd be a flyweight fighting in the heavyweight class.
At least a cruiserweight.
Penalty to West from the scrum. Alexander holding his foot.
Yeah, and the last
Calling to Ian Zahn.
Last man up, so it's a fair call.
And it's a differential, of course.
Not
Temple to go for the far sideline. Another beautiful spiralling torpedo punt kick. Damien over there in all his splendour with his flag up.
Is Warren playing in the centres? I think Warren might be playing in the centres. They just seem slightly disorganised, West. Not that could change any moment, but it seems to me that Warren is in the centres.
Here's Wood making good running. He's nearly through.
Brothers will have to go up. But Hess scoots from dummy half now. He's dangerous here. He's met by Grogan over the top, Lloyd Jones. Nixon in the dummy half. Nixon passes off to Temple. Temple look for someone. Bailey finds Bailey. They find Warren, who's skirting wide, and he's well tackled by his arm. He gets a good ball away to young Hess, and he's well covered by Pup Thorne. Lets him go. Up they get. Warren from dummy half. Passes to Peter Hamlin. He'll put something on here. Through he goes. Don't let him run. And young Damien Zahn round the legs. Michael Ray over the top. Fifth and last. Hess will go himself. No. Temple goes himself. And he's over. The simplest of tries. The softest of tries. So we've had 20 minutes of this game. Brothers control the first 15 minutes. The last 5 minutes West they got down here. Fifth and last. A bad sign out there is that Damien Zahn is injured. I think he got injured in that early run that he had. I'm not sure on this, but I think he got injured early in the piece when he had that run. He's missed a tackle there, and my double has just gone out the window, but worse than that, the score is now 6-4.
Yes, not a lot in that Dean Temple. He's just very elusive, very quick, and you can say contain Temple, but it's certainly easier said than done. And with his boot, you certainly wouldn't back him out here. So probably the likelihood of a 6-all scoreline. Once again, similarities to the group final. Brothers early, and West's able to hit back. Who do you think's playing well so far, Matt?
Well, it's been a very open start. West just looked a little bit disorganised. I mean, you take a player like Danny Tanner out, you're going to expect some disorganisation. They seem to have covered him with an extra forward. And I just feel I look a little disorganised, but, I mean, they're in the game at 6-4. Temple should kick this, so it'll be 6-all. He just doesn't miss. He just does not miss. So that's 6-all. Damien Breen, I mean, watch the way that man puts the flag up. He really is an expert. And if there were New South Wales scouts here today, referee scouts, they would see Breen in action. I mean, he puts the flag up. I think we're going to have to get this on the video next time they take a kick. But he really does put the flag up well. There's no question about that. Now, brothers need to kick this deep and put a bit of pressure on. That's the key to the game. Key to the game is kicking it deep and put a bit of pressure on. Ray will kick it. He should go very deep. It's a curly-whirly one to Temple, very safe. Big Les was ready to charge it up. He's got it now, a bit later than he thought. Up he comes, over he goes. But he gets the yards. He gets the yards. Lethal Lee there into him. Hess, dummy half, finds Temple. A shocking pass to Temple, to Bailey. They're going to throw it wide here to Hamilton. Wentz missed a bad tackle there. Oh, and so is Thorne. You just can't do that. But tackled well from behind by Michael Pope. Hess will go the same way. Grooms off his wing. That's better from Jason Went. He just missed Hamilton before, gave him a good quick 30 yards. Thorne, he'll come out from dummy half. Nixon's going to the ball now. This is 4 tackles, 60 metres.
Momentum certainly swinging back to West. Here we go. Hess away to Temple. He goes himself. He's taking a good tackle from Cummins. Gets the ball away to, I think it was Warren Hess there. He's wrapped up by Lee Lloyd. Away to Temple. He's going to put the roost up. It's a big roost.
Gary Owen.
Paddy Pope. Beautiful take, Paddy Pope. Penalty Brothers inside the 10.
Take your tap and go. Good work.
And Paddy Pope, the experience of the man. He taps the ball forward. Hess with the, almost a high shot there from Warren Hess.
Very high shot.
And
Very
no action.
High shot there and did not miss.
Breeny looking into the sun. He's missed that one.
He did miss that one.
Andrew Hamilton takes it forward. Ian Zahn, here's Grogan. Determination written all over his face, and he's gone straight through. He's got no support, however. He should just take the tackle. Jacobson in over the top. No support there.
Jacobson thought it was Andrew Hamilton, I'm sure.
Here's that man. Here's his chance.
Good ball.
Good from him. Way to Steve Hamilton. He's wrapped up 10 metres out. Here's another chance for Brothers. West is set, however. Here's the scheming Ray. Inside to Leloyd. Oh, that's a great tackle there. Matthew Wood.
That's a very good tackle.
Last tackle now. It goes to Ray. The dribble again. The dribble again. He scored the try. And his last game.
Well, I think he'll be back after that. He'll be back. I'm sure North Sydney will want to take him after the day. There's no question of that. Now, I want everyone to watch Damien Breeny. He really is a wonderful exponent on the line. Now, don't put
Touch judge, cameraman.
He was there. When he scored the try, he was there. Almost like an in-goal touch judge. He was there. But the game's like a pendulum, isn't it? It really is. The team, it shouldn't go tit for tat for too long. But the team that can hold the side, cut the mistakes, they win the game. They
certainly expected nothing else but a good close encounter here. Yeah. Michael Ray, experience.
Look on the touch judge this time instead of the kicker. Go to that big fat touch judge.
He did say during the week that there was a time when people used to refer to Tony as Michael's younger brother, not vice versa. Perhaps he's out to prove that today.
That could be a change to that. I think tonight it could be back to, yes, that bloke who plays in North City, he's my little brother. I think that's the way it'll be this evening if he keeps going. Bang this over. Now watch Breen. Watch Breen. And
flags are up.
Have a look at that. Have a look at that.
The boys have been instructed since the debacle in reserve grade to make absolutely sure that the ball's between the uprights before they put their flags up.
And the hooters go all around the ground.
I think that's Brian McCosh over there. Gigantor, are you over there?
Our brother's 16-6. Is that the correct score? I hope it is. I've got a funny feeling there's a slight mistake on the scoreboard. Brother's 16, West 6. I think there might be a little bit out. Temple the kicker.
Must be some brother supporters over there, I think. Here it goes, Steve Hamilton with that arm heavily bandaged still. He takes it up. Oh, a high tackle from Warren Hess. It's gone backwards, fortunately.
Two very high shots.
Ian Zahn, who seems to have been everywhere so far.
Good game, Zahn.
Andrew Hamilton, also very busy today.
First met, you notice that?
Jacobson's in there, probably give him a bit of a facial, Willie. Ooh,
the 13 shirt from West straight there. The 13 shirt from West straight there. Here's Grogan. Can he go through again? Oh, another high shot.
Tell you what, he's having a good game, Justin Grogan, too. He plays the ball now. 10 metres inside Brothers territory. Ray to Thorne. A bit of a jank and back the other way. Gets the ball away to Andrew Hamilton. His big brother Peter's there. He gets away from him and he continues up the field. He's playing very determinedly today, Andrew.
Well, he's got new employment now, so I suppose he's a man with a purpose now. Now he's Roy.
As Cummins goes forward. Leloyd off his shoulder, but couldn't get the ball away. Fifth and last now. They look for Ray. Here he is. And kicks back towards centre field. Finds Temple. Not a good choice there. Pup Thorne, however, wraps him up in a good tackle. Mike Pope over the top. Matty's off having another one. Away to Randall. Gets very involved from fullback Fleming. He's a very handy player. Mike Pope in there again with Justin Grogan. Away it goes from Hester. Sajako. He's certainly playing a forwards role now. He beats about 3 defenders.
Yeah, I think
Mike Pope comes in to finish him off. Fights his way to his feet. Hess to Nixon. He goes forward. Cummins wraps him up. Good ball out the back to Matty Wood. But nothing on for West at this stage.
Oh, penalty, yeah. That's Grogan's first indiscretion today, and that's 2 points for West. That is 2 points. It was just it was a case of...
Was it Andrew? Or?
No, it was Grogan. Grogan flicked him. Well, he might, later tonight, he might say that we're a little harsh. I think it was. He flicked him over, and you can't afford that with Radar Dean, a Radar Temple, about to shoot.
Just a word of caution, Matt. I wouldn't go giving Grogan too much curry on the mic. He'd probably watch this.
Yeah, well, I mean, I didn't mean it as any derogatory towards him. I mean, you know, Justin, or Mr. Grogan, I should say. How big are the salmon over in Canada? But we didn't mean anything by that, Mr. Grogan. But I think you did the wrong thing there. But he might tell us he did the right thing, and we won't argue with him. But one would think that Temple will bang this over. That'll make it 12-8.
36 metres out.
11 minutes to go. Yeah, and he doesn't miss. He's a bread and butter for him. Watch Damien Breen here, folks. Watch him. Watch him. Have a. Oh no! Someone was out of time in there. Breeny definitely out. They've been in unison 3 times today so far. That time they're out of kilter. McPhail. You'd have to blame McPhail. You'd have to blame him.
Well, I would think that Breeny would be the senior linesman out there. He lines are more up his alley. Certainly he seems to be the #1 linesman around town, and it'll be up to McPhail to keep time with him, not vice versa. Here we go. Alexander blows time on. Ray goes again. Down to Fleming. Fields it in front of his own goalposts and runs it forward. He's tackled by Craig Cummins and Ian Zahn. Good low tackle from Craig Cummins. Had a very busy game so far. Way to Temple. Peter Hamilton goes forward this time.
That's better by Went this time. That's much better. Went missed him last time. This time no mistake. Thorne, capable defender, knocks him over. In the Hess from dummy half to Nixon, straight up and down. Met by Lloyd Jones, but gets a good 10 yards. You can't argue that. Ray calling the shots at the back of the brothers' pack. Hess to Temple. Here's the kick. He's got plenty of time here. Miles too much time, but that'll go too big. That wind definitely didn't hit the post. No, it didn't run dead. So Paddy Pope brings it back out from his own territory. Warren Hess makes absolutely no mistake. And Nixon there just in case he didn't. Groom at dummy half. Find a bit of yardage, Groom. Well, that's clever. That's clever play there by Groom. And now he's being hit for a voluntary tackle, is he? What's happened?
Well,
no, I'd say that it's a penalty, brothers, here for someone calling the game. Groom realised it was going to be a shepherd, so he stopped to make the tackle. I'd say that Peter has told Robbie, you've made a mistake, and Robbie said, listen, no one tells me how to referee the game, and he's done the right thing. A bit harsh on West there, I feel.
Well, I wonder if the words of Gregory Appo are ringing in Alexander's ears there as Hamilton came over. And he certainly, no love lost between that pair. There's Mike Pope's taken by Tiger.
Good hit by Les.
Alexander moves into the ruck area, waves him back. Ray to Leloyd
Up,
on that angled run, and Leslie Tiger with a very big hit.
Solid game, Big Les. Very solid game, Big Les. Oh, he went the wrong way there at marker, but you can't have that against the big front rower.
Good yardage from Ian Zahn. Obviously been talking to his brother Damien about hooker play. Way to Pup Thorne. Away to Damien now, who goes hard as he always does. He's wrapped up there by Warren and a couple of others. Warren, the main tackler there. Mike Pope, how many times did he hit it up?
Yeah, he's having a good game, no question that he is doing his work, he's doing his job, he's giving away no mistakes. Zahn to dummy after Ray. Wally, and if you can find Groom, there could be something on here. No, he's going to go himself. He's got men both sides. He's kicked for Groom. Oh, Fleming, safe as a house. And Hamilton fixes him up, drops him over the top.
I think that's supposed to be bank, Matt, but we'll let you go there. Danny Blair in a dummy half. Brothers look keen, they're going forward. And there's the momentum gone. Alexander spotted a penalty. He gets the Bronx cheer from a few of the West supporters.
It's that new job. Well, he's got that new job. He's really trying to impress the board of directors out here today, and he's just a bit over-aggressive there today, a bit over-aggressive.
Let West off the hook a bit there, brothers. They were very disorganised. Brothers certainly seem to have the momentum. Here we go. Who's that on the field? Nixon. Running in a great big parabola. He's finally wrapped up over there by Hamilton.
Is that a hyperbole or a parabola?
Parabola. Away it goes to Matty Wood.
He's been straight up and down today, Wood.
Warren Hess, one of his few incursions from dummy half. He's taken by Steve Hamilton. Good run from Hess. Goes to the other Hess, away to Temple, to Mike Bailey. This West, they are very deep and very wide. Bailey steps inside.
Mike Pope. He fair to give himself away. He gave himself away. There was nothing in the tackle. He's thrown the big, well, they say the praying mantis arm. He's thrown it out, he's thrown out, and then he's looked at Robbie, and he said, oh, sorry, Mr. Alexander, and he said, Rob, I didn't mean that. And Robbie said, yeah, oh, it doesn't matter, you didn't mean it. Now it's unintentional, and he pinged him anyway. This is 2 points for West. 12-10 will be the score in about 2 minutes. If you get a chance, but have a look at Brenny. Right, look at that, right around. Now, he doesn't skirt. I don't know if we picked it up in the camera, but he has ran right around to the back of the IPEC sign. He's gone back around the marker, and, you know, it's said in training a lot of times you're only cheating yourself. Well, here's a man who never, ever cheats himself. Now, have a look at this. Now, who's a senior linesman in this case? Well, it's hard to pick from here. McPhail seems to have a yard on him, which means his flag will go up first. They should be almost in unison. But watch Breedy. He is an exponent of the art of raising the flag. We'll watch very
Get off his case, you cruel prick. Here we go. Temple about almost on the same mound as he was before. Probably a little bit further in front on this occasion. And straight in front, 35 metres out. Bang. There we go. Flags are up.
in unison that time.
And we have a 2-point ball game. Here we go, 6 minutes to go till a half-time break. Brothers 12, West 10.
Wind definitely blowing this way, isn't it?
It's a cross breeze, but it's probably favouring West slightly in the first half here.
There's Sir Jacob up in the front row for the kick-off. There hasn't been many scrums today, has there? Very few scrums. The quality of the football has been very high. Tiger hits it up. Met by Lloyd Jones and Pope. Pope bowls him over to make up that previous misdemeanour. Hesson dummy half. You'll find Jacobs and no. Goes the other way to Temple, to Bailey, to Hamilton. Now, this is from the kick-off, they try and stretch him wide, and he's found ground again there. Grooms had to come in. They really got
Warren working out wide there as well. Warren has from dummy half.
No yardage there, no yardage at all. Warren's definitely playing in the centres. Ben Warren is playing in the centres. Matty Woodstrove, he's met well and truly there. Was that Groom? Yeah, Groom come in for a hit. Temple, he's going to kick the Groom's wing now. Temple's noticed that, but when it gone back, and this one might run dead. Will it? Or won't it? Yeah, it will, yeah. It's too far.
A fortuitous bounce there for the brethren.
Yeah, good to see Blair too, another young player. He chased that right out. I mean, he knew it was going to most probably go out and chased it right out, which is a good sign.
I don't know about you, Matty, but I think Danny Blair's got a good future in the game.
Well, he's very quick, very good on his feet, and I think he'll go right too. In Bundaberg, I think he'll go well. He doesn't make any mistakes, and that's always a good sign.
Our brothers ruck it out. Cummins, the skipper, goes forward. Good, solid run. He and Zahn into dummy half as we approach the half-time break. Away to the scheming Ray, Lee Lloyd-Jones on the fingertips. Knocked it backwards, I thought, but referee Rob Alexander.
It's a motion of the ball in relation to the try line, and I'm afraid that was forward.
That's from a level 2 coach who should know.
Who I must admit failed his referee sticker, but then no, definitely that was the motion of the ball was forward.
Out the back to Temple now, away to Bailey. He goes forward, steps inside again. And it's only Grogan who broke well from the scrum that's able to wrap him up. Good pressure for West. Can they take the lead before the half-time break? Ways to Dean Temple, to Benny Warren. He goes forward. He's just held up there by Michael Ray.
Cut the grass, he was that low.
Goes away now to Nixon. He's held up about 10 metres to the left-hand side of the uprights and about 6 metres from the line. Goes to Warren Hess. He has his first shot at the line.
He only thought about it that time. He only just thought about it and decided, no, they know I'm going to go.
Temple, danger man. Steps inside. He's well wrapped up by Ian Zahn. That's a good effort. Last tackle. Temple playing the ball. Who are they going to go to?
He'll go himself. Oh, he's kicked it too deep.
Too big. Peter from the Laurie Daly bag of tricks.
Yes, and
into the in goal, but brothers will bring it out for a restart from the 22, and surely now we'll go in to the half-time break, 12-10.
Yeah, don't imagine, unless there's an intercept or something unforeseen. I still really think brothers should be playing down this side of the field. There's opportunity for them here all the time. You have a look at it now. They're playing a 5'8" and a winger only. The winger's up. Temple, of course, gives them the cover. But this is the side of the field that it's on at. Brogan nearly coughed that up. This is the side of the field that played, and they'll go the other way now. It should go all the way, right in front of it. But yeah, that goes both ways. Hamilton, he's back in the middle today. Andrew Hamilton's gone back in the centre of the field, which is good to see. The big pig in there. He's obviously looking for a big win to please the board of directors tonight. Michael Pope, dummy, he's through. Pope, he saw Lee Lloyd and he said, I'm from the front row of school. You can't give it to another front rower in the clear. That's back to one for Brothers. No, it's not. Young Zahns put the chip up. Take him on. Penalty, Wes.
Young Ian Zahn there, probably a little bit over-enthusiastic. He's grabbed the man without the ball and...
Total inexperience. Total, he kicked it. He should have went for the ball.
I think you're a bit harsh there again, Matt, but...
That was inexperience. No, what? What do you mean?
Well, a bit of over-enthusiasm rather than inexperience.
For the ball.
Here's Tiger. He runs it a lot harder this time. Hamilton's there to meet him with the brothers Zahn. Leloyd, sorry, Leloyd. Way to Nixon. West looking for a try before half-time. Great ball out the back to Matty Wood.
That was a good ball from Nixon.
Hess the dummy half. West sends a try. Temple up the blind side. Cut out ball to Warren.
No, it's not. Oh, play the first knock on Brothers.
And a good raid there from West. They Temple up the blind side.
Could have been tragic.
If Benny Warren had been able to hold onto that ball, it could have been trouble for Brothers.
That's good decision, referee Alexander. The first knock on by West, he's played the advantage because Sticky never really had the ball in control. Go Stick, have a go Stick, go hard Stick, go Stick!
Sticky possibly off to Toowoomba next year. Way to Cummins, he's had a very good first half.
He's been there for the whole 40 minutes, he's been there.
From the Ronnie Hart School of lead by example. Here's Went, he's been a little quiet out wide since that first try.
Yeah, hasn't had many opportunities, but he's missed one bad tackle. Here we go wide, picked up, oh, beautiful hands. Go Stick!
Sticky Hamilton up the sideline, he stood him up, but Warren Hess is there.
Yeah, well, Uncle Warren made up for his nephews, or, well, whatever, they're cousins, I think. The young cousin, he made a miss there, but, you know, he's a hooker. He's a good little hooker, that winger.
Matt, do you think that's something Brothers could look to exploit in the second half?
Well, yeah.
Hamilton on Hess on that flank.
Yeah, and I think that'll be, you know, he's a good little hooker. He's got a potential, but they're saying to him, look, go out, you're in A grade, you're playing the wing. He says, you beauty, I'll play A grade anywhere, and he's doing a fair job.
He's Steve Hamilton, possibly the best finisher in Wide Bay.
Certainly.
Yeah, and they've got a very inexperienced young fellow on him there. Here come the Panthers underneath us at half time. Matty's just gone off to get some more beer. Are we still firing here? For the second half of the grand final here. I'd like to welcome to the box a former Brothers and Padua legend, one of the few men in Bundaberg that have played in a Commonwealth Bank Cup final in which there wasn't a major brawl. Paul Craven, I'd like to ask him for a few expert comments on the first half.
No, he can't do that.
Horse is shy for the first time in his life. No sign of Matty O'Hanlon at this stage. I think he's off trying to find his sons, I'd say, at this stage. He could be anywhere. Brothers with the advantage of a bit of a breeze here in the second half. We think the breeze favoured West in the first half, if only slightly. We're all set for the kick-off. Alexander blows time on. Temple with the kick-off. The swirling kick-off taken by Jason Went away to Andrew Hamilton. He goes hard and strong. Close to the sideline. He's wrapped up there by Warren Hess and Danny Blair. Went at dummy half. Away to Scotty Thorne. And the young pup's wrapped up there about 40 metres out from his own line. Away to Leloyd Jones. He goes forward. He's wrapped up by Mike's Jaco. And underneath was the back rower, Matty Wood. Away to Ray. Looking for field position early, and it's a good kick too. Might be a little bit too big. And Ernie Fleming watches that one go over the dead ball line. We'll have a resumption at the 20-metre line. It'll be a tap for the Western Suburbs Panthers. First minute of the second half. Jimmy Beam Tiger takes it forward. He's wrapped up by Camo, and looks like we've got a replacement out there. Aaron Pym out there will try and pick up a player who's been replaced. Jacobson takes it forward, taken by Cummins again, who seems to be everywhere. Away to Warren Hess at dummy half, to Nixon. Scott Thorne's out there. Damien Zahn's out there. Paddy Pope seems to have been replaced. Away to Temple. West backs as always, nice and deep. Hamilton on the burst. He's missed by Pym, but Went manages to take him. No damage done. Hamilton as ever looking dangerous. The ball goes away now to Wood. He goes forward, tackled by Leloyd Jones. Dummy half is Hess. He flicks it away on the blind side to Dean Temple. Always dangerous. Up the middle he goes. Puts the boot to the ball. Down to the experienced Tony Groom. He takes it beautifully. He's wrapped up about 7 metres out from his own line. He'll play the ball there. Matty's just come in with a six-pack. Pup Thorn.
News from the shed. Paddy Pope, no good at all. I've been in the West Shed, no change. Everyone sat in the West Shed, listened to half-time talk. They're reasonably happy with their first half performance. Same for Brothers, but no problems there. Paddy Pope, no good at all. Does not know what round he's in. Does not know what round he's in.
That's Scoop O'Hanlon.
Good ball.
Away to Grogan now. On the halfway mark, he's wrapped up. What's wrong with Paddy?
That tackle, both of us called it as fairly high and late. Not late, but fairly high. Warren's on the wing now, is he? I know. And he got bowled over, and he just doesn't know where he is.
That's a good tackle from the veteran Groom there. Back to Matt.
Pim on for Pope. Pim, another veteran, into 5'8". Thorn back to fullback. Well, he's safe back there. And that's rock solid defence again there by Brothers.
Comment again on Stanley Cummings. He's having a very big game in defence. Hess up the blind side to Hamilton. He runs forward. He's taken, gets the ball away to Benny Warren. Looks for his winger. That one might have gone forward to Danny Blair. He's kicked it. He appears to have been held without the ball.
Yeah, well,
but
Brogan had no idea there.
I don't think he had much chance of recovering that one. And we'll have a scrum on the Brothers 20-metre line. Early stages of the second half. And Matty's getting our beer organised here. Ray away to Aaron Pym with a point to prove. Probably a bit disappointed he didn't make the starting lineup today. Quick play the balls. Good stuff away to Michael Pope. Goes forward, and the ever-present Jacobson's there to knock him to the turf. Leroy Jones now takes it forward. Probably be rather out fishing, but he's here at Salter today. And he's wrapped up
by the pie shop.
close to the halfway.
Get in the queue, said Les. Get in the queue. Les Tiger, always there against his opposite man. Ray to Hamilton. The quick ball here be handy. No, he's going to go himself anyway. Warren, Nixon. Oh, he's got the ball away anyway to Cummins. Magical ball.
Those two seem to have a bit of a bond between them. I think it might be something to do with their social life at the moment.
His first dart, no. Shocking pass to Ray. He's found no one. Lee standing flat-footed. Both a bit disorganised here.
Very disorganised. You could throw a bloody decent-sized tea towel over them at the moment. Ray will kick him out of trouble here. Aims for the sideline. Good low. Scything kick, and he's found touch just inside the Western Suburbs 22. Matty, your comments?
Well, I think that this is a crucial, the next 15 are crucial because Brothers, as has been seen all season, will finish stronger than West. So if West are to win this game, and it's certainly in the balance now, it could go either way, they need points in the next couple of minutes.
That's what you base that on, Matt.
Well, on the games this season, 17-0 group grand final. Brothers back to 17-12 in the last 10. In the wet that day, Brothers finished all over the top. In the Crystal Gem, West led 10-4 and beaten 18-6. So, I mean, Les, Darren, Nixon, they card up and do a hell of a lot of work. They tie towards the end, and I don't know how much strength on the bench there. I don't know who's actually on the bench.
Back to the game.
And back to the game we are, and Gratz Grogan puts over. So, Jaco, that's an Academy Award performance, but he doesn't get it. Has to dummy half to Temple, to Bailey. Now here's Peter Hamilton. He's always done. No, he cut him out to Warren playing outside centre. He's fixed up by Pope. Back to Peter Hamilton. Don't give him any room. I just feel Wentz going too low on him, to Tiger. Wentz got to aim a bit higher on Peter Hamilton. There's no good going right around his bootlace because you step out. Fifth and last, Temple should put this up nice and high. Scotty Thorne, he's right under the dot. Safe as a house, and that is beautiful football. That's good football both ways. He's ruled a knock on here.
I think after the event there that Scotty Thorne must have spilled that one forward, and a good early opportunity for the Panthers here.
Well, there'll be some patrons here today who paid $5 to get in, but that sort of football's worth $5. West won that against the feed. Jacobson to Bailey. Stick's got two here. Must score. No, held up. Who's around the legs there? Who is it? 12. Number 12. Who's 12? That's a try-saving tackle. Andrew Hamilton, a try-saver. Haskars himself for the first time today. It's taken him 46 minutes. Young has to dummy after Temple. Here's trouble here. Here's trouble. Leroy Jones and Young Zahn round his bootlaces. Mark him up. Here's trouble still out here. Peter Hamilton, he should have given it quick. Oh, and gets a good bootlace tackle by Zahn, who's all from the dress. No, that was, sorry, Cummins. That was, and Temple field goal. No, that's too big. That's too big.
Way too big.
Yeah, well left by Thorn. Gee.
Needed a sandwich and he's pulled out of one wood.
The mighty horse, Craven. He's interloped. He's come over here and he wants to put in a comment.
I just said that I thought Dean Temple needed a sandwich on that occasion. He's almost pulled out of one wood, but I was deceived. The wind has brought it back and it was almost a good kick.
A perception in the West Camp that Scotty Thorne is not that good a footballer. I think Peter Hamilton might have to wipe a bit of egg off his face after those couple of efforts there.
Two cases.
We go forward here. Grogan still taking it forward. He's very fit. And Ian Zahn into dummy half. Mike Pope. No, he's picked up Lee Lloyd. Goes forward. Tiger's been sweating on him all day.
He's had a good game, Tiger. Tiger's been there all day.
He's wrapped him up in another good tackle. Away to the experienced Ray. No runners, he won't like that. He gets the ball away to Andrew Hamilton.
He doesn't need runners.
Andrew's away.
Go!
He's looking for support.
Find him!
He finds Groom, does he? No. Probably a good decision to hold the ball.
Go yourself, Wenny.
Wenny into dummy
Go
half.
yourself!
Gets it away to the Papuan. Away to Monkey Ray. Long cutout ball. Picks up Grogan. Inside to Mike Pope. And Mike Pope has scored for the brothers.
Look at the hands go up. Ah, Michael Pope, what can we say? He's having his best season he's had in years. And that's a great try to brothers. Made by, well, I must say that Tommy Shannon, very, very perceptive. He called it right. Ray had no one. He looked inside that wily old veteran, found Andrew Hamilton on the inside. He went forward, took the tackle. You know, could have tried to throw it, took the tackle. Quick play. He looks up to the standing now. Good one, Wally. Good on you, mate. You beauty. And passed the ball on to out it went along the back line. Michael Pope on the inside of Grogan showed more ball skills in that 2 minutes than he showed in the whole season. Now, Peter Hamlin's given the referees a bake here.
It's Danny Blair over there, actually. Breen's reported something that we've missed up here in the box.
Well, Breen is as far as I'm concerned, as I've said earlier in this game, the #1 touch judge for my money in Australia. And the sooner the New South Wales Rugby League wakes up to that, the better off.
I think he's had one too many there. Anyway, here's Ray.
Now, here we are,
Mike Ray.
Craven's up here. He's only just got here, but have a look at Breen. I asked Paul Craven to watch Breen here, watch him raise the flag. Now, I want to know if this is out of the textbook or not.
Breen the big bloke.
One of the keys there to that try was that
Royce has asked, is Breen the big bloke?
shut
Is that
up.
correct? Is that correct or not?
that long ball from Mike Ray there. Mind you.
Have a look at this. Oh.
Around the card table, you don't want to know the man, but on the football field, different story. Good long ball there, picked up Grogan, and appeared to have the numbers on the outside. The inside ball to Mick Pope though. West defence sliding across, a yawning gap there, and Mike Pope straight through up the middle, and a great reward for a top season for Mike Pope. A handy 8-point break now. There's that man again. Pope fields the ball. Short kick off that time. Nixon's in there. Hess is in there. Blair's in there. They wrap him up. 30 metres out from the brothers' line. Here's Andrew Hamilton. He's dispensed with the headgear. And he goes forward. He's been one of the brothers' best today. He's had a very strong game.
I don't think he ever had headgear on, did he? He had a bit of tape around his ear.
Lloyd Jones, brothers sense the kill. He's coughed the ball. Nixon hits it away to...
They've gone the wrong way. There was open out the other side of the field. But Wood plays the ball to Hess. Hess, Temple, Bailey, they're always dangerous when they go wide. To Warren, who is playing in the centres, he's not there. Now it's to Warren. He goes himself and is well tackled by Zahn. There's no pass there. Zahn, Pope to Marcus, Hess, dummy half. Tiger, he's still hitting it up. I mean, Tiger's had a good game today. No, but he's still going up. But this is the thing, I think he'll struggle in the last 20. He had a big game this far, especially when we thought he hurt his shoulder early in the piece. Nixon hasn't been as effective today. Tackled by Pope, who really, Michael Pope has been everywhere today. I mean, you can't knock the bloke. Temple, the little kick. Oh, that's dangerous. That's dangerous. No, referee's played now. The stick's on the open. Go stick. Go stick! Now, was that late or not on Temple? Horse, did you see that?
No, Matt.
Tom?
I thought it was late, but a great
Maybe Greg Appo's been quiet enough on the sideline today.
Great recovery from Steve Hamilton there. He's made 20 metres. Aaron Pym now away to Michael Pope. You're getting sick of saying his name.
He has had, I mean, it doesn't matter. A lot of people knock the bloke, but gee whiz. You fair dinkum can't fault him today. You cannot fault him. I hope he's not injured here.
He seems to have cut those errors out of his game that have been...
He has taken the errors right out of his game. And I mean, if he can play that for the next 5 years, he shouldn't be retiring tonight. Michael Ray,
Here's Ray with a kick. It looks good too. Rolls towards the sideline. Fleming's back there. Oh, jeez, I think he's knocked that on. No, Alexander says knock back. Tony Groom misses him. Taken by Wendt. A couple of the...
good work, Wendt.
couple of the greyhounds of the club up there to effect a tackle.
We need the
Temple.
players up on the line. Look at him.
Danny Blair. Ian Zahn, he's up there. He makes the tackle.
Out of the line here.
Grogan's there as well. A couple of the young Lions. Away from dummy half goes Benny Warren. Good yardage. I think it's Damien Zahn underneath there with a good tackle.
Injured out there too. I don't know what he did, but he was certainly holding something there before.
Way to Temple. Here go West again. Shows it. Gives it to Jacobson. He's in a big hole. Wally's chasing me. I think he's going to catch him. Mike Ray noted. Low cover defender. He's there.
Oh, that's a penalty, Wes. That's 2 points.
And Alexander may think of the sin bin here.
That's 2 points.
But Monkey's disputing it.
Pete Allen said he must go to the sin bin. But that's got to be 2 points. I'd take him 18-10. 18-12,
no, they go for touch. Probably.
Fair enough. I mean, that's fair enough at this stage.
Perhaps that breeze is favouring Brothers in the second half a little bit more than we think. Dean Temple not keen to take the 2 points. Let's have a look what West have got up their sleeve here. Brothers very keen to hold them out. Tiger goes forward. Grogan shoulder charged. Lee Lloyd. There's a ball on the field. Alexander calls time off. And youngster out to retrieve it.
He's one of the top referees in the state.
Play on now, however. Hess away to faces from the show, Nixon. Nixon's wrapped up. They're only about 5 out. Away to Danny Blair has a bit of a dip from acting half.
I think he saw a little hole there, but Hess is danger to Wood. No, he can't pass, Wood. That's the only favour there for Brothers. He can't pass. Hess to dummy half now. Here's trouble here. Where's Temple? Hess. No, Hess, either you got to go or you pass, and that time he did neither. Here's still trouble. Hess, Bailey, Temple, Bailey, forward pass, and he's muffed it. He muffed it. I think it was a forward pass, or what's he playing? Knock on a forward pass. But it's Brothers' ball anyway, so I think the 2 points would have been a better option there.
It's a little bit further far out to say this, but I think that could well be the turning point of the game here. I'll go on record as saying that.
And it was the big stick. He got that arm around there and just...
There's Pope, offloads to Zahn. Probably not a good option from Michael, but he's got away with it. Cummins to acting half. The Viking move, away to Pym. He's wrapped up, keen to make amends, Pimmy today. Ian Zahn, one of the most improved footballers. He's made 15 metres there.
Yeah, he's got the blue and white 9 for a number of years now if he does the work. He's certainly, buddy, you know, they talk about, oh, Roy, go Roy, go!
Wandrock, good ball. Away to Pym.
Pym, the new player. He's
all skills that he doesn't get credit for.
Brothers on a roll here, another try. He would almost seal it. To Hamilton, he's got men inside and outside. He looks, he finds Zahn. Oh, shocking pass. Here's trouble. Oh, West to put in the touch.
I think he'll play the first knock on. And expect a West feed into the scrum here.
He's got to play the Brothers first knock on.
Or will he? I think he's signalling a Western Suburbs knock on.
Actually, it was very hard to tell, but you've made a wrong decision there, Rob. But I'm happy for you. He did. It was definitely Brothers knock on first.
Ray feeds. Good scrum for Brothers. Away to Thorne from fullback. He goes forward, solid as a rock as always. Scotty Thorne, he's wrapped up about 38 metres out. Grogan goes forward again. Determination all over his face. Makes some good yardage. Ian Zahn into acting up.
Hearts must warm up soon and get himself on the paddock.
Him with that famous dummy. Away to Cummins.
Cummins plays the ball. Pope, he's been everywhere. The Wendt finds nothing there. Tiger's still there. Fleming over the top. Fleming's been safe again today for the Panthers. All over the paddock. You can't fault his game. To Ray. There's the stick in close. Goes to Lee Lloyd. He round the back. And Lee gets a pass away. To Hamilton. To Zahn, go yourself. Back to Groom. There's still men on here. Another try here would be almost curtains. Thorne at dummy half. Oh no, West ball. It's a West ball. They lost it in the tackle. Temple from dummy half. Don't give him any yardage. And penalty to Brothers. Penalty to West there. Inside the 5. He's played well, yeah. And here's Ben Warren, who's been sort of in the centres, we think, which is a good bump off there. And he's given every bump there, Aaron Pym a real dust. There's Nixon, who hasn't been as effective today as normal. Tackled by young Zahn and Grogan. Hess at dummy half. To Temple, to Jacobson. And Roy Cummins, lovely tackle on the cricket pitch. Get to meet it, but here's trouble. good work, and it's not, no, gee. There's nothing on here. A kick, leave him alone. There's not, there was, yeah, look, Danny Blair, we said before, I think he chose the wrong option then. He should have ran infield. He should have ran infield and took the tackle because West were looking dangerous. There's brothers blokes, 6 of them, like bees to honeypot around the water.
Is that Paddy Pope there on the West bench? You said he got a hard knock. I didn't think it was that hard. It looks like Paddy Pope walked up there at the West bench. Is that true?
I think it's Eric Peterson, actually.
I think it's Eric the Viking Peterson, yeah.
Here we go, Raid away to Pym, who seems to have recovered from that knock. Jacobson, a very busy forward for Western Suburbs. Here's Thorne up from fullback, and he wrestles his way 40 metres out from the Western Suburbs line. Here's Mike Pope again.
Arch and Evans warming up
forward.
on the sideline.
Here's Prawn Evans. He's made it to the ground today, and it's good to see Prawn here today.
Who would you replace in the backs?
Perhaps there's an injury, Matt. There's,
I can't see anyone limping. Oh, Zahn. Zahn's no good.
yeah, it's Damien Zahn. That's a big blow for brothers.
Oh, Lee Lloyd's copped it and then knocked back. That'll do us.
7 more.
Right, here we go. Brothers in a good attacking position. Cummins to Hamilton. Andrew Hamilton.
Fine
sticking in a big hole. Sticking for the corner. There he is. That's a great try to Steve Hamilton.
Oh, yeah, Sticky!
And that's why he's acknowledged as one of the best finishers
Yeah, that's
in
why
the
the
White
kids
Bay.
in Bundaberg, they don't want to be any of these big-name Sydney players. They want to be the stick.
The flying pencil puts his signature on the game again.
Look, and that's not on his wing. I mean, the thing you got to look at there too is he's coming to the opposite wing. It's that old ESP between the twins. He said while he's got the ball, and he's come off his shoulder straight through a yawning hole.
I think it's more a case of the Hamilton grandstand mentality. Both all the boys seem to prefer the grandstand side, and why wouldn't they with efforts like that? This one's a tough one for Ray. What we really need is for someone to go down there and offer him about 10 to 1 about kicking it.
And well, 10 to 1, he'd be a certainty. He'd much rather kick this at 4 to 1.
I'm prepared to give him 7.
If
Prepared
it's,
to give him 7.
Look, I think West will struggle from here. That really makes it tough. That really makes it tough. Current score 22-10. If he can kick this, it's at least 2 converted tries in 20 minutes.
I think Peterson warming up. I don't think that'll send too many shutters through the brothers' camp. Here's Ray with the kick. He's tried to bring it back on the breeze. And I must say...
that's the first kick missed today, isn't it?
I'd say Solar Oval would have to be one of the hardest grounds in country Queensland to kick goals. There's always a swirling, strong breeze which comes across the ground from the to Calvin Street side, and kicking into that breeze, it's certainly a very tough assignment. Right, 22-10 to brothers. We're into the last quarter of this game. There's 21 minutes to go. Here's Temple. Goes for the short one and regathers. Very smart play. Mike Ray there wraps him up. Away to Bailey. Bailey away to Warren. Been impressed with Warren today, Matt.
Yeah, he's had a good game, and he admittedly he's playing out of position, and they've lost a little bit because of that. But he certainly had a good game out there. He's a good young. I mean, there's a lot of good young players out here. That's the thing. There's been able to play the ball. Hess at dummy half. Here's Nixon. Oh, I think Nixon's been a bit quieter today than normal. He gets his 10 yards here. Hess to dummy half. Well, he's quieter than Les today, yeah. Although I think, really now be the time you try to replace Les because he's had a big 60 minutes. To Temple, to Bailey, they're always dangerous when they go wide. No, there's nothing there. Round the legs is Grogan. His heart's warming up on the bench. It looks like he's going to go on. He must go on for Grogan here. Must go on for Grogan.
Here we go. Hamilton up the blind. He's big and strong, and he's got the ball away. Very close to West Troy. In fact, it is in the corner. It's taken 60 minutes, but Peter Hamilton has finally stamped his mark on this game, being able to stand in the tackle and offload, and West, as they've done so many times this year, they just seem to be able to hit back with a try when they most need it.
They've never finished. It'll be a first today they can finish over the top of Brothers. They haven't finished in a game. They have not finished over the top of Brothers this year. They beat them comfortably a couple of times, but they're always over the top. But in the close skirmishes, in the trenches battles, they haven't finished over the top. Let's hope not today, because I've got a bit of money riding on this one.
Well, it's a fairly warm day here at Solar Oval, and as testament, we've drunk quite a few cans here in the commentary box. I was wondering if the larger size of the Brothers pack, whether that will have some impact here in the last 20 minutes. We'll see Ronald Harch warming up. Great to see Ronnie back. He's been out for a long time. Here's the Temple kick. The touch judges look closely. The flags go up. There's no doubt about him.
That is a terrific kick. What do you say about his kicking ability? Well, I suppose it's a cross breeze, but that is a fantastic kick. And it brings it back to 6 points. Grogan will have to come off. He's had a good game, Grogan, today. He's had a real good game. Hart's on to bring the boys home.
And we wish Ronnie all the best out there. He's got a suspect foot, but look at him. He's as keen as mustard. Off he goes. He's still as fit as most of these blokes, even after not playing for weeks. Here's Tiger. He goes forward. And Hart's in there to make the first tackle. Good on you, Ronnie. Good stuff. Hamilton there as well. Temple runs it forward. Away to Peter Hamilton. He goes forward, looks to unload, can't get it away. Aaron Pym down low. Prawn Evans chases out a marker. Good to see you here today, Prawn. He's effected a good tackle. Benny Warren that was. Away to Dean Temple, the man who looks likely to break it open for West. Sajako gets the ball away, and it's slightly forward, and perhaps a chance here for Brothers with the scrum feed to maybe drive another nail into the coffin of West.
Brothers really need another try. I mean, we said that last time, but West bounced back. Brothers win this from the feed. Out she comes to Pym. Just take your tackle, I think. He'll just take the tackle here. I need big Andrew Hamilton really to stamp himself on the game now for the next 10 minutes. A big 10 game all over. Michael, no mistakes, just card it up. Michael Pope's had a whale of a game. You can't go past him. You can't go past him. Here's Young Zan, who's another player, not expected to play, to be a star, but certainly he's proved himself today in this company. Here they come down the blind. Ray, the wily veteran, he sneaks through, but Tiger makes sure even Eric the Viking Peterson, no mistake. Cummins at dummy half, don't go yourself, Roy, pass it. Here's the big fellow we want in there. He goes himself, he's over. He's going to score here, and that's it. This time, you would think the Brothers can't let him back tit for tat.
Well, what a bit of pill for Virus Hamilton, the man who's done all the work to try and get Andrew back to Bundaberg. And there we are, 16 minutes to go in the local grand final. Andrew has scored the try, which should win Brothers the grand final.
If Brothers get out of this tonight, I'm sure there'll be almost a presentation to Peter tonight. It's not over yet, but he really got him back for Brothers this year. You've got to give Peter a hell of a lot of credit there. He is a Brothers man at heart. He is. There's no question about that. He is a Brothers man, and he knew that, well, there'd only be one team in the comp if it wasn't for him. So bring him back. No, we're a bit facetious there, but...
Controversy corner here. Mike Ray lining up the kick.
I think we should pass over to Paul Craven here. I mean, he's very close to this situation, and he might give us his view on it.
A very firm no comment there from Paul Craven.
He'd have the rolling pin out if he commented on that one, I think, tonight. Here's Mike Ray. I'll back him in. 28-16 the score. He'll aim at the left hand upright here and bring it back.
Watch Brady. We've got him here.
That's what he's done.
Damien. I just cannot get over the way that man raises the flag. He is the expert. Probably another one? Hey?
This time they're awake to the short kick-off. Ray standing straight in front of Dean Temple. They're not going to be caught out again. There it goes. He drives it. It's off the side of the boot. It's not 10 yet. Now it is Prawn Evan. It's good to see you here today, Prawn. He's fielded that one. Roy Cummins, dummy half, goes forward. Good skipper's game today from Roy.
Yes, he would have to be, over a number of seasons, the most improved player in Bundaberg. Stanley came to Brothers as an outside centre, although many said that was just purely through poor coaching, and has developed into one of the best back rowers in town. Michael Pope, well, I don't know who he was, something galah. But Michael Pope about to play the ball, the young zone. Now he's another bloke. I'm very happy with his game today. Harch, first touch of the pill, bumps off Les, bumps off another one, bumps off number 3. Oh, coughed the fucking ball up. Take that out of the tape. Knock on there.
Bit of bad language. Matty's getting a little bit under the weather
excited.
up here.
This is Brothers going with a hat-trick today. I mean, we've got to be excited about this.
Bit of married man syndrome taking over. He's gone out a bit too hard, a bit too early. Here's Temple, feeds the scrum. Away to Peter Hamilton. Steps inside. Underneath him there is Sean Evans. Over the top. Craig Cummins, Virus with his trademark attempt to buy a penalty. Doesn't work, however. Cummins again with a good tackle. Hess away to Nixon. Nixon, good solid shoulder bunt from Andrew Hamilton. Away to Dean Temple. Through he goes, beat Mike Pope.
Meet the cricket pitch. He'll be on in a couple of weeks. He'll be batting off that in a couple of days. 7. Here goes Warren. Missed by Cummins. They don't want another try. Tackle around the legs there by... Who's that? No, they've got to get up quicker. Hess goes. There's nothing on there. Sticky. Now make a few yards, Stick. He says, have a go, Warren. One, beats 2. Oh, he's one of my favourite players, the Stick. And young Hess gives it to him. Penalty, brothers. No, that's fair enough, but he's played it both ways even today. Sean, don't turn up for B-grade games, Evans. Tackle there. Plays the ball to Scotty Thorne on the burst. Young's arm there, they're all keen, I think. You know, as the clock ticks down, the game moves, the pendulum slowly towards brothers. Here's Lee Lloyd. He's a solid game today. We talked about Pope all day, but Lloyd Jones has been there for the whole 80. The whole 70, sorry, at the moment. The whole 67.
He'd rather be out dealing with rabbits with his bare hands, but he's at Solar Oval today. There's Andrew Hamlin, great player today.
And again.
To the veteran Pim. Ball's on the deck, and I think Hess has got it for Western Suburbs. Brothers don't want to get too overconfident here.
Nixon's finished.
Taking it forward is Wood, one of the Mosquito fleet in the back row for Western Suburbs. It's a very small back row. Here we go, Hess, Temple, he's been in everything.
Stay on him, good, solid defence.
There's a couple of Panthers down. They're down to 11 men at the moment.
Board of directors today, the big fella.
Hamilton from dummy half. Bunts away Cummins, but he comes again.
Boy says today's my day. Oh, someone finish him off.
Temple, all ever scheming.
So
Jaco's missed by Went, but he's put enough on him to ankle tap him, put him on the deck. Temple with a kick, charge down by Groom. 6 to go, I think.
No, it won't be 6 to go.
But it will be a Western Suburbs scrum feed. 40 metres out from their own line, and a chance for them to go on the attack. They need a try probably within the next 5 minutes, I'd say.
4 to 5 minutes. Next 4 to 5 minutes, or it's brothers have got the hat trick up and they can start playing for next year. It's not over yet, but...
Here we go, nearly a tight head there. Comes out to Temple, away to Jacobson.
Where Jacobson plays on the wing.
He's upended by Scotty Thorne. The ball goes loose. Scotty Thorne after it. He's nearly retrieved it. 6 more to Western Suburbs.
Of course. Was it?
That dummy half is Benny Warren. He goes forward.
Notice the boys have hit
good
that
low
cricket
tackle
pitch
from
and
Winning.
said that's too hard for my liking. Here comes, who's this? Nixon. He was hurt a minute ago. Up he comes. Zahn. Cummins round the leg. Zahn round the top. Lee Lloyd Jones comes over. Hess in the dummy half. Hess, the Temple. He's a danger man. He's going to chip the chase. No, he's not. To Peter Hamilton, the other danger man. And well tackled by Pope, but gets it on to Hess. They don't want to let it try in here. And he's covered up by Michael Ray and Andrew Hamilton.
We always remarked at West, they seem to be very good at striking back after a try. Here we go, Prawn Evans.
Good tackle,
good effort. Sean probably
made up for missing that game last week.
Beaten for pace, but he just managed to get a claw on him. Scotty Thorne underneath it. He's dropped it forward. All the brothers players are offside. 6 more to Wests. Here's pressure. We've got 10 on the clock here at Solar Oval. Michael Ray wrestles into the deck. Dummy half. Away it goes. Temple. Nothing on for West. He's got to take the tackle. It's Andrew Hamilton. It seems to be on to the left. That's the way it goes. Nixon goes forward, goes towards the post. The defence now making its way across to the left side. Played forward. I think he's held up. No, it's a try. Under the bar. A soft try to West too. Gee, who's that? Nixon.
That was Darren Nixon, yeah. He took the quick tap and over he went. Well, I mean, it's still... Gee, we better take back a few of the comments we made earlier, but this could be very dangerous here. He certainly got the ball in, no question. That was a fair try. He rolled over. The brothers' defenders under him, but they couldn't hold him up. He's a big, strong young fella, and over he went. So this game is still alive, and Temple certainly won't miss this one. Hasn't missed the kick all day. Those 2 early penalties, they're the difference in this game at the moment. Without those, it's a different story.
And what price extra time at this stage, Matt?
Well, I think, brothers, if they get the ball down here, I think with Michael Ray out there, I think they'll take the point. As soon as brothers need a big 6 here, a Michael Ray field goal, and that's the game. But other than that, could be.
Well, can West make some good yardage and apply pressure to Brothers, or can Brothers pin them? This is probably going to be vital here. Brothers looking a bit tired as they come back. They'll kick towards the bottom corner here at Solder Oval, towards the cricket pavilion with the breeze. Here's Ray with the kick. It's nice and deep. They always kick it off to Temple, don't know why. Here's Tiger charging him forward.
Hardest he's ran all day.
Here come West.
Now he goes, this will go to Peter Hamilton out wide. 3 quick passes straight to the virus. He'll try and make yardage here. He's schooled his boys up to this. And well tackled there by Aaron Pym. Gets a little kick in the back of the head for your trouble. Up you get, don't worry about that. That's tackle number 3. Now this is a crucial set here. Sean Evans gets Warren. Here we are. Oh, he's coughed it up. That's a bad mistake. Now I think Michael Ray's got to aim now. They take 6 in. You can see Michael at the back. Take him in, boys, and I'll put... Oh, that's got to be penalty, Brothers. Must be penalty, Brothers. Oh, gee, you can't lean over him. But, I mean, referee Alexander's back 10 yards. It's difficult to see from the sideline view. Very easy from the commentator's point of view, but difficult to rest.
There did seem to be a West player in there, but Zahn did seem to have a clear shot at the ball, just knocked it on. Here's another chance for the Panthers. Temple. Hamilton, is he playing at 5'8"? I think he is. Ball wrapped up there by Aaron Pym. Good thinking. Temple, he's in everything. He's in everything.
Get Thorny back.
Temple, away he goes. Skirts wide. Ian Zahn there. Makes a good tackle. Prawn Evans in there again.
Thorny back.
Jacobson out of the dummy half.
Hamilton on him. No, nearly on him. Oh, he gets
there he is. He gives him a little bit of a push.
Something about last night, but we're not sure. Friday night, we're not sure what it was.
And there's Nixon again. Bumps away from
come on. Nixon's come into his own the last 10 minutes. Hester dummy half to Peterson. Well, Eric, he's found a little hole. Oh, gee. They got to go.
Last here. Goes to Temple.
Wide. No, they're going to go
Bailey. He'll find Hamilton. He looks for Hamilton. Back inside to Hamilton. Hamilton beats 1. Beats 2. Away to Temple. Trouble for Brothers. They wrap him up, and that's the last, thankfully.
Gee, Wes, we got a bloody spine tingler here, folks.
They'll take the opportunity to just ruck the ball out.
They want to get out of here.
Harch plays it away to Hamilton. He goes forward. The exciting winger from Brothers.
Oh, the crowd's down on their feet every time he touches the ball.
Peter in there, always looking for that play the ball incident where he can rake it back.
Sean
Evans.
B-grade Evans, tackle over the 20-metre line there.
There's Michael Pope, Aaron Pym,
like
the replacements doing some of the work here. He's tackled, 6 on the clock. Away to Andrew, he goes forward. Good run again from Andrew Hamilton. We'll take another one.
Oh, you have to give Wen a run. Give him a run here.
We'll take one. Here's Ray with the boot. Bang. Looks going close. It's a good kick from Michael. Gets a bad bounce.
Tackle him here. They got Brothers must keep him here for a set. As they count the clock down, 6 minutes to go. Dummy half goes Blair. He's well tackled there by Groom in 5. And Michael Pope comes in to make sure. Hess at dummy half to Warren. Warren's really playing as a forward now. He's well tackled over there by Pym. And I think Michael Pope fell over the top of him.
5 on the clock.
Hess asked for the extra penalty, but I don't think it was on. Hess to dummy half. Warren again. Is it? Yeah, it's Jacobson, sorry. And meet the cricket pitch. Andy says, have a look at the cricket pitch here, Ben. Whatever his name is. Here's the danger man. To Peter Hamilton on the... Oh, he's got a beautiful ball away. And well tackled by Andrew Hamilton. Beautiful ball by Peter Hamilton there. 5th and last. One more for Brothers to hold on with 5 minutes to go. The ball must go high. Must go high. Temple will chase. Scotty Thorne, you're under it, Thorny. You beauty!
Reminiscent of Greg Brentnell there in his prime. He's taken it beautifully. That could be a crucial play there. Stanley, come and stay cool, Stanley. You're not Brady. Don't do a Brady on us.
He is related, but...
Ian Zahn tackle there. Groom at dummy half. Very safe hands. Popey.
Where's Tiger?
He's still coming, Les. He looked tired after 15 minutes, but he's just kept going. Brothers, T-tail job again. They're in a big bunch in the middle of the field. All they want to do is ruck it and kick it.
Hardly, get out of here.
Lee takes it forward. Zani at dummy half again. West careful not to give away a penalty here. Andrew Hamilton, he's had a big game. Beats a tackle. Ron Evans.
We don't care if you don't play B-grade anymore. Go, Ronnie.
Ronnie Hart.
Go, Ronnie. Hang to it.
He's got a great ball to the stick, Hamilton. He's pushed away from one. He's still going. He looks for a runner. He's away again. He's tackled. Fifth and last for Brothers. Here's a chance for the point. Will they take the point? Will they take the point? No. Andrew Hamilton measures it. Goes for a point. And he's got it.
No, he hasn't.
No, he has not.
Oh, shit. Michael, get your hands down and get ready to tackle. Where was Monkey Ray then? Oh, Michael's out the other side screaming for the ball to score a try. Les Tigers, I mean, Les has definitely been the best of the West players out there today. I mean, I don't go to Crystal, so I'm not worried about him giving me one on the pie queue if I jump in front of him. But gee, he's taken up today. He's run himself into the ground. Lloyd Jones round the legs. Pim marking. Dummy half to Young Hess. Temple look for the inside ball to Warren Hess. Well tackled there by Stanley and Ian Zahn, who's been there with Michael Pope for the best of the Brothers players today. Young Hess to Temple to Bailey. If you weren't a Brothers supporter today, you'd like to see this game to go extra time because gee, it's been a beauty.
Temple, he's been in everything. Hamilton on the inside, throws him the dummy. Away he goes. He's running towards the sideline. He's taken a good tackle from Andrew Hamilton, fifth and last. Who do they look for? There's Peter. What can Peter do? He'll probably put it up again. There it goes. Not very deep though. Brothers be well advised to let this one bounce. Hamilton gets it back. Good thinking from Brothers there. They've no pressure, so they let West get the ball.
Well played, Stick. He's not rated in the household, but oh gee, he's my favourite. He's my favourite. He brings the crowd to his feet every time. Brothers need to get out of here, but
I think they'll just ruck it and kick it again. Here we go. Scotty Thorne tackled Monkey Ray in his last game. He desperately wants a victory.
I don't think it'll be his last. I think he'll be lined up with North Sydney next year.
He takes it forward for a hit up. That's how desperate he is for a win.
He'll be both bar director at North Sydney plus their A-grade halfback.
Here's Lloyd Jones towards the left hand to Calvin Street touchline here. He's tackled. Ian Zahn, good ball away to Andrew Hamilton. He's had a big game. He goes forward again. Shows the ball, nearly lost it. I think Brothers will go deep.
Long ranger, Michael.
Here it is to Ray. He snipes for the left-hand touchline. Back there to Young Hess. He takes it.
This is it.
2 minutes on the clock here, folks.
Crucial set of 6 here. This is the 6 tackles. Brothers must make these 6. Cummins tackled, Blair tackled by Cummins. Lloyd Jones up the dummy half. Marcus must work here. 1 on the clock. We're down to the last 100 seconds. Temple shows the ball. He gives it to Bunyang, and he's well hit there by Ronnie Harge. Oh, is it? I don't know who he is, but I just... Oh, do I? That was just a guess. No, it's Bunyang, isn't it? Hess, Tiger still carrying it up with only... Well, less than 100 seconds to go. Hess in the dummy half. Nixon looking to hit it up. They're trying to get a bit of field position here to put something on. Look for Temple. Look for Hamilton. They're the 2 key players. Back to Les. Oh, Les has put a kick in. Good kick, Les. He's safe. Go infield. Oh, yeah, and I think... Oh, and I think that should just about be the ball game. We'll see the double O come up in a minute. Take your time, Tony.
Jason went. Scoots out of dummy half. Hamilton with a around the neck, but... Hamilton will be in to play the ball here. No, he's going to chase from marker. The Pim dummy, he's tackled. Still 1 on the clock. There's a 0-0.
40 seconds.
40 seconds to go. Lead Lloyd Jones. Hold it, Lee.
40 seconds.
Hold him on the ground, Wes. Here we go. Ian Zahn in there.
Stick it over, Brothers!
Oh, there's a hand in the ruck there from Nixon. Ray, don't know why he's kicking.
No, he's winding the clock down. Very clever play.
There'll be a scrum to pack. There it is, it's all over, it's a Brothers victory.
That's 3 on the chat now. Dean Temple in the background there. He's had a whale of a game. He's certainly been one of the top players in town this year. That was a great game of football. No question of that.
Well, a very worthy finale here at Solar Oval this afternoon. I think Brothers were the better side on the day. West looked dejected. Who was your best, Matt?
Well, for both sides, I thought that Dean Temple's always a standout, but I thought Les Tiger had a good game for the Panthers today. I thought he took it up for the whole game.
What about for the Brethren?
Well, I thought Michael Pope, in all earnestness, and I thought he had a good game. I thought Ian Zahn, he pushed him all the way for player of the match status.
Well, my best was Andrew Hamilton. I thought he had a very strong game. It's great to see the veterans out there in their last game. Fitting way for them to go out. Mike Ray, Paddy Pope, Michael Pope, possibly Sticky, playing his last game for the club for a while. Very emotional scenes out there at the moment. Cameron Ellicott I see out there. Shane Stitt, reserve grade manager. Fraser McDonald hasn't missed a game all year till today.
That's a tragedy. That's a tragedy for Fraser McDonald today. But also the Hamilton brothers, all three Hamiltons played well. You can't follow him. Peter, not many opportunities. Ronnie Hart's got it. There's a cut. Another 6. Oh, yeah, we got that one. You're dry. Yeah, I'll get another one. We got heaps down there. But what a great game of football. It's an exhibition for rugby league. Brothers, they've got the hat-trick. Ronnie Hart, he must be happy with himself. But I've got to go, folks. I'm going down the front.
Had Jeff had been facing the video camera, I would have picked him up